Lesson 4. Computer Network. The concept of computer network is based on the sharing of various computers and resources. The term network is familiar to us. For example, railway network, airways network, television network, sales network, etc. A railway network connects different locations with one another and fulfills a common requirement of traveling. The concept of networking was introduced by the IT industry. In networking, the computers are connected to each other to exchange information. Assume a company has 10 computers and a laser printer, and the printer is attached to only one of the computers. If an employee sitting at another computer wants to take a printout of an important document, he has only two options. First, he can attach the laser printer to his computer and take printouts, but this option requires the unnecessary movements of the hardware, which is not advisable. Second, he can copy the document into a diskette and transfer it to the computer where the printer is attached and then take the printouts. However, it is very difficult and takes a lot of time and effort to print each and every document this way. The networking system of computer will connect all the computers together through a cable, and the connected computers can share the resources. If the employee has to take a printout or has to access the information stored on another computer, he can easily do it with the help of commands from his computer, and the network will take care of the rest of the work. The idea of networking of computers interconnects the various users and thus speeds up the work of an organization. It efficiently procures, stores, processes, and exchanges information. It ensures the better use of software and hardware resources. Using network, we can have the mail merge system, email or communication with the users at various locations. Private and public email services called Bulletin Board Services (BBS) are used to communicate with other computer users around the world. Communication service that integrates email and voicemail has also been developed. This helps us to answer the telephone calls and even record the audio messages. It also intelligently routes the electronic documents to all individual users, stores and moves it from one computer to another, verifies it, manipulates it, and presents it to each user in a faster way than manual process. A network also helps us to get an information regarding the account status from our banks, travel and tour information, arrival and departure of trains, flights, etc. All these information are stored in centralized computers at different places for the network users to utilize the facilities. Local Area Network. A local area network (LAN) of computers is limited to local area, such as an office or a factory. The computers are connected to LAN for easy access and exchange of data. Usually, a local area network is limited to a department or perhaps a single building. The most common network for IBM PC users has 3 to 12 PCs, various data storage devices, and other specified peripherals. A major characteristic of local area network is speed, that is, they deliver the data at very high speed. A person who is sending and receiving data over a LAN experiences the same response time as if the data are being accessed from his own terminal. Besides being fast, LAN must be both adaptable and reliable. PCs or peripherals should easily be added or removed from the system without any problem in the operation of the network. The main advantage of a stand-alone computer is that if it breaks down or malfunctions in some way, the effect is limited. The rest of the office work is not interrupted. Likewise, the failure of a single PC linked in a LAN should not cause the entire network to shut down. Components of LAN. A LAN is a process made from building blocks that can be added and shaped as needed. The basic building blocks or components of LAN are: first, workstations. The computers that are connected to a network are referred to as workstations. They may not have any hard disk drives or floppy disk drives. Such PCs are called as diskless workstations. Second, peripherals. Peripherals are the devices like printers, plotters, and scanners which are connected to any network. These are the expansive resources that can be shared by all the computers in a network. Third, server. A network is a multi-user system because more than one computer user can send requests to a shared specific machine. This machine has the specific software program to handle the request, and it also perfectly distributes the network resources such as files and printers times. Both the machine and its software are jointly referred to as the server. Separate software programs handle the printer, print server, files, file server, and virtual disk server. Fourth, transmission media. A network cannot be complete without any medium. Communication channel is the medium through which data is exchanged between the computers in a network. Transmission media can be classified as cables or wireless. Cables. First, twisted pair cable. These are the oldest and the cheapest type of cables used for LAN. These cables comprises two insulated copper wires wrapped around each other. Although it is one of the cheapest medium available, it has drawbacks like noise interference and low transmission rate. Second, coaxial cable. These are small cables enclosed in a protective covering. The conducting cable is surrounded by an insulator which is covered by an outer sheet. This is used for long-distance telephone communications and networks. Third, fiber optic cable. These cables are made of plastic or glass and are as fine as human hair. Data is transmitted as pulses of light. At the receiving end, there is a detector that generates electric current when light falls on it. Therefore, the presence and absence of a light pulse can be used to represent the ones or zeros of the binary number systems. They offer very high transmission rate. These cables are highly durable and offer very good performance but are highly expensive. Wireless LAN. First, microwaves. These signals are identical to radio and television signals and are used to transmit data without the use of cables. This medium is expensive and incorporates complex technology. Microwave signals are transmitted through an antenna placed on buildings or mountain tops. Microwave signals provide high data rates and are used for local and long-distance networks. The range of microwave transmission is limited, about 40 kilometers, within which they are received, amplified, and transmitted. Second, satellites. A number of communication satellites owned by government and private organizations have been placed in stationary orbits above the Earth's surface. A satellite is also affected by weather and electronic interference. LAN operating system. This is the only software component of LAN and very important. This is the interface between the LAN hardware and the application software running on LAN. Topology. Topology is the physical layout of the network. Many network topologies are commonly used, but they all have certain similarities. Each local area network uses the cable to carry information. The cables must be connected properly for the movement of information in the network in a reliable manner. The different topologies are: number 1, ring topology. The workstations in a ring topology are connected in the shape of a closed ring. Data is passed from one workstation to another in one direction only in a ring topology and cannot travel in contrary direction. Each workstation passes the data to the next one in the line automatically. The wiring of a ring topology is physically in a circle throughout the building. It would be difficult to move any workstation. This is because its connection to the preceding station and to the succeeding one would also have to be adjusted. Advantage of this setup is that problems and faults can be identified more quickly. A faulty station will automatically be switched to bypass mode. This can be done by disconnecting the workstation. Number 2. Star topology. In a star topology, all the workstations are connected to a central point called hub. The hub controls the traffic on the network. If the hub breaks down, the network will not function. The disadvantage of star topology is its complete dependence on the hub. Devices can be easily plugged or unplugged to the workstation. Major advantage of a star topology is that if one of the workstation breaks down, then the network is not affected. The rest of the stations work properly. The connections of a star network are separate, so it is easy to find out which one of them is not working correctly. Number 3. Bus topology. In bus topology, there is a single bus which carries all the data on the network. A bus is a single continuous cable to which all the computers are connected. It is easy to move a station from one area to another because the cable runs throughout the building. The main advantage with bus topology is that it is quite easy to set up. If one of the workstations fails, it doesn't affect the rest of the network. Number 4. Star ring topology. Each network topology is linked with advantages and disadvantages. The star ring topologies have been combined with the aim of achieving the best. This configuration consists of a number of concentration points connected together in a ring. These concentration points within practice consist of wiring closets located on each floor of the building. From each closet, nodes are connected in a star configuration using some or all of these connection points. The star ring operates exactly as the normal ring, but the physical wiring is arranged as a series of interconnected stars. Hence, it is called the star-shaped ring. Advantages of LAN. It is very reliable to provide a cost-effective multi-user computer environment. Any number of users can be accommodated. It is flexible and growth-oriented and offers sharing of peripherals. It offers existing single users a familiar disk operating system DOS environment. It can minimize adverse effects of loss of any one system. It increases system performance through distribution of tasks.